What's up everyone? Today we're going to be playing everyone's favorite Hitman game, but there's a twist. I'm going to have to play it completely stealthily, and let me explain the rules of this Hitman run. I cannot injure anybody to the best of my ability except for my targets. I cannot change out of my suit, and rule 3 connects to the second rule. I cannot be seen at all, and 4 is them all combined. I cannot lose score by means of hurting others and being seen. Now I know what you guys are wondering, why did I choose this game? Well, let me tell you, child. I don't really know. In my opinion, this game is the funnest to run through stealthily. Even if you're wearing a disguise, for some reason they made it to where the people that have your same disguise can see through it no matter what, and it's kind of stupid. I don't know how this random security guard just knows who you are just because you're bold, but whatever. So using someone's outfit to get past sections is more of just a major time saver, because even without using any outfits, the game gives you many ways to do it with your suit on. I already know that this game is one of the most hated, if not the most hated in the series, and I can understand why. It is completely different from the other games, and personally I like the changes that this game brought to the series, making it much more story driven rather than what Hitman is known for. Not saying I prefer it over how Hitman is meant to be, I'm just saying I really did and still do enjoy this game. I think the story is pretty good, and I love to get more background on 47. This game shows that he's not just a mindless killer, he's someone who has emotion, and it's shown a little bit before, but this game fully dove into it. It gave 47 someone else besides himself to care about, and I think it's very fun and interesting to see this change to him. Now I could dive into this more if you guys would like in another video, but for now, let's get into the game. Buckle up, because this shit is going to be the pain in the ass to edit. Now remember, I cannot be seen, and I cannot do harm to anyone besides my targets. So in order to get past this bozo, I have to go ahead and grab this brick and throw it at this shit, and that will cause him to stare blankly into whatever that is, allowing us to sneak past him. Quick and clean. Now the game wants us to lean against this log and blast this dude. However, if we stick to the left and along this rock, the game will not force us to do this. Now our next minor inconvenience is this guy. We're going to have to sneak past this dude, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge, and there's nothing I can use to distract him. I tried to sprint, making him look in a direction while I try to stay towards his back, but he manages to see me. But this is good, as I figured out reloading to that checkpoint I just activated will cause this guy to spawn back a little bit, allowing us to basically skip him. This part isn't as bad as it may seem, we just have to be smart about it. So all I have to do is quietly sneak with this dude, grabbing this book and throwing it into this corner, allowing me to sneak past him and continue along to this door. Now this part is going to be tricky, as a little bit ahead the greenhouse is full of people that will see me without a disguise. Now the game kindly gives us one, however, we don't need that shit. So I'm going to hopefully find a way past this part without needing this outfit. I'm going to start off by grabbing this file, which I don't know why they're cutting watermelon with it, fucking nasty. And this is going to be our only distraction, as there is nothing else we were able to throw in this little section. Now when we're past the easy part, we're on to the slightly tricky part, as throwing this in a way that both of these people won't be able to see me will be a slight challenge. So I'm going to throw it into the greenhouse first, and well, that's not where that arc was pointing, but okay. Yeah, this game has a terrible arc accuracy. Now for some reason, the gardener wanted to do everything here, so the guard would not move anytime I threw something. Now the gardener is dealt with, but I don't know how I'm supposed to sneak past this dude. On my second try, I got the guard to follow the knife, however the gardener decided to look at me for some reason, so I decided to give the guard a little hug. After a few tries, however, I managed to throw it into a decent spot. It's not perfect, but I'm able to take advantage of the easy mode, where the NPCs are actually blind.
Why did someone throw that?
On higher difficulties, this would have been almost impossible to pull off, but I'm a baby, so I'm sticking with easy mode. Now with the hardest part done, we're inside the greenhouse. Sneaking around this place is a bit of a pain. Now these two people right here, this gardener back here and this one guy, are in the most convenient place. I had to pace back and forth for a little bit until I decided to take a step back. After a small wait, both these guards stepped away, allowing me a path through. So I'll just turn this valve, and this will cause these guards to abandon their post and step outside, and I can sneak past them and onto this ledge. After scaling this for a little bit, we have to resist the urge to piss on this guy's day, and instead just wait a little bit before he steps back, allowing us to climb in without hurting anybody.
You are now inside the mansion. Your current disguise.
Now we're gonna grab this cup of Joe and throw it into this corner. I'm bad. After a reset, one dude magically got his day pissed on, so he's no longer here. Not my fault. But after getting this dude away from the door, we can sneak into the door, disable security, and enter the main building.
You can see it in the top left corner. As always, how you handle your assignment is entirely up to you.
Now, my original plan was to head into the kitchen, grab this knife, and head upstairs and press this button, causing this man in black to come upstairs with a keycard. However, it was only then that I realized I cannot harm anybody in any way, because that's against the rules. So I ended up restarting and going a different route. After a bit of trial and error, I realized when you're holding the instinct button around the man in black's coffee and the delicious shit this dude's making, I realized that there is a sedative somewhere. We can use to poison someone. I spent time using the very small knowledge I have about this game and remember that there's something special about this room upstairs. So I ran up there, grabbed the pills, and went into the position to give the man in black his meds.
Being arrested, calmly walk to a secluded area.
When I got there, he was already drinking it. After one more reset, I ran upstairs, grabbed the pills, and ran to this guy's coffee, avoiding the chef, and dumped them into it. After taking a sip, the man in black pranked his fellow workers really bad.
Stay sharp, men. I have urgent business with gate security.
And walked off.
I need to sit. Just for a moment. No one's gonna know.
So with the man in black knocked out without us doing anything directly, unless you count dumping 10 pills into his drink, we can grab his keycard, hide his body for the extra points, and move on to the next section. It is at this point we walk forward and into this bathroom where our target Diana is taking a shower and we blast her.
Well guys, Diana is dead. We win.
Then 47 says, "Ah shit, I killed a pretty hot girl." So he decides to help Diana protect Victoria. But that's in a little bit, so fuck it, let's just skip this shit and move on. After our target Diana is dead, we press forward where the game tries its best to force us to kill these 4 guards. The game will not stop us and makes us use this instinct ability to point shoot these guys. I managed to find out, however, if you shoot somewhere else, they will not hear your bullet and you are not forced to kill these guys. So step 1 is done. Step 2, we need all 4 of these guards to look into a corner long enough for us to pick this door's lock and finish the mission. Now that's going to be a little bit easier than you may think, as these guards aren't really programmed to be alive. So they don't wander around much at all. In fact, they're pretty stupid. As my attempt to distract these guys, I'm going to shoot the glass and throw my knife into this corner. Oh, that didn't work. However, if these guards are acting more like this, I like my chances a lot more. And after using all my brain cells to hide from this guy, I have to restart this section and give it a second try. So I did the trick I talked about earlier, shot the glass, and threw this knife in a pretty good spot to pick this lock. And oh my god, these guards are freaking stupid. But we managed to get the lock off, and now we're done with the first mission. And for some reason, I noticed that when you don't have a target, it's impossible to get Silent Assassin. If I'm wrong, I'll try and correct myself.
I don't know, I guess I might have.
I told you to save Diana.
Oh shit.
But I missed.
Diana did this for you. Why?
Please, she was my only friend.
Yeah, we're going to China.